I mean, out of character, we're probably gonna have to attack her all at once because she's gonna kick our ass.
Who is interested in going there to challenge her?
Fuck it.
Are you all going to go?
Yeah, there.
If it's what we're doing, it's what we're doing.
I suppose we should try.
You spend a few moments reflecting on current events. You have a small chat as you finish up breakfast, and you all start heading out back, where Cynthia is sitting comfortably on a rock already waiting for you with her usual cheerful demeanor. Ah yes, I see you ready. Excellent. Shall we begin then? Have you decided how you're going to challenge me? Are you all going to challenge me? Oh, and don't hold back on my account. It would be boring if you don't give it your all. Don't worry, I am quite confident in my ability to stay alive, so you can come at me seriously as if you were trying to kill me. Don't worry on, my behalf. She just casually draws her sword and does a few swings to get her sword arm ready. Shall we begin then? In front of you with her weapon ready, waiting to see who's gonna step up.
I rage and run at her.
Oh, okay.
Can you repeat that call? I'm having some difficulties hearing you.
He
Is your voice okay?
He said he's gonna rage and run at her.
Rage and run at her and attack.
Those who fight with honor.
Wait, did you say something about fighting with honor in character?
No, I'm reading the song title, Those Who Fight with Honor.
Oh.
As you charge in forward Theron with a battle cry, she bravely meets you with her blade. As soon as you clash swords with her, she doesn't budge an inch. Despite all the strength you put behind your weapon, she just calmly takes you head on. Make your attack roll.
Alright. 12 on the first, or well, I guess 16 on the first, 26 on the second.
The blow doesn't manage to hit anywhere near her, but with your second blow, you are dead on the money. However, in the last moment, her body jerks in a very unnatural way. Her agility seems to be almost superhuman. Her sword immediately manages to block your blow without you managing to land the hit. You are pretty sure she should have been hit, but somehow she managed to avoid you.
Fuck it.
Forward another style.
I was just observing right now. She's just standing back there looking a bit amused.
I'm also watching.
Go straight forward style. I like that.
Should
Wait,
we roll for
so
initiative?
just to be certain, who is fighting?
Just clashed with her.
Apparently, everyone.
Well, Theron apparently charged straight in, so you know.
Yeah, do you want us to roll initiative? It'd be a lot easier.
You
I'm
can
gonna just
do
look
whatever
down
you
at my
want.
hand, mutter something, and then squeeze them together. I cast Hold Person.
Vendrik, you see her shrug off your spell easily.
Wait, so who's going next?
Since you guys seem to be confused without a turn order, I'm gonna say left to right in the game. So Iris, you're up.
Me? Oh, I said I'm just watching with a amused smile. Basically, she's just analysing what's going on right now.
Vira, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Greater Invisibility on myself and Theron.
Nice.
So now we're both invisible.
Okay.
What do you do?
Oh,
What?
then I'm gonna back off.
Walker is now invisible. That sounds scary.
Yeah, myself and Theron are now invisible.
By the way, just so you get a better idea, because I didn't actually describe it that well, in the back garden there's a few fountains and a few statues, as you can imagine. Again, they're all of her. So, there you go.
Nice. So, since it's greater invisibility, I can continue attacking. It doesn't fade. And attacks against me have disadvantage, and I get an advantage on attacks. Nice.
Yeah. It's your move. What are you going to do?
I'm going to, while invisible, continue screaming and...
First, Alyssia, what do you do?
Okay.
Well, what's the activation time on Mantle Enchant? Is it just instant, like doesn't take up any time at all?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, I'm going to Mantle Enchant my arms. And then I think I'm actually going to make a make a probing attack, see what's what, see what happens, see what's going on.
Okay, sure thing. Go ahead.
Wait, did we get healed last time? I don't remember.
The bathing water actually took care of your wounds, and since you got a good night's rest, you're all back to full.
Check. Right. Well then, since I can make it move as a bonus action, I am going to move up to her and then, like I said, attack with both weapons. So let's roll the sword first, I suppose. Let's see. When I enchant my arms, I have a +4 on attacking too, right? Sperda?
Yes.
Like when I enchant my arms, I have bonuses on attacking as well, not just on skills.
The bonus works for both damage and for chance to hit.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I can't really fix that well, but whatever. So you can add a 4 to that, I think. Yeah. So does 18 hit?
Right. You see her dive under your blow, and she parries your blade.
Well then, time for the second weapon. Wow, that was fucking abysmal.
After she parried your first blow, you were a little unbalanced, but you still try to desperately swing in. However, this proves a mistake. She dives to the side again and comes up on your blind spot. With a quick heel spin, she delivers a kick to the back of your head, sending you tumbling forward.
Hey guys, who
Yes,
wants...
Vira, it's your turn.
Hey guys, who wants me to cast Blight on one of those statues?
What?
Who wants me to catch Grave Lord Nito First of the Dead on one of those statues?
I can imagine that if it just turns out that she's protective over her image, you're just gonna end up like a total dick again. My statue!
Now, does your necrotic damage work on objects, not just living things?
Yeah, all in 5e, all damage types work against things unless they specifically have resistance or immunity.
Yeah, it would just like it wouldn't make the statue rot like flesh, but it wouldn't make it like decay like rust or something.
Getcha. That's kind of cool. I like that. So Vira, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna test a theory. I'm gonna have to drop invisibility, but I'm gonna test this out. I'm aiming that at the statue that she's just specifically tried to not get hit by mustard gas.
Your spell is a bit different from the mustard gas. She doesn't have time to counter it. Your spell hits, the statue begins to chip away, and the rocks it's made from begin to crumble, and the statue gets destroyed. Suddenly, you see that Cynthia's cheerfree attitude changes a little bit, and she gets frustrated. No! What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're destroying her property, and instead of waiting for any sort of response or anything, she immediately charges for you, Vira.
So you are just a dick destroying her statue.
Then does she?
Theron, what about you, big guy?
Well, I saw her freak out after the statue got Wally-womped, so I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with the statues. Can I find a statue within 30 feet of Vira?
Yes, definitely. There's actually quite a few around.
All right. Well, then let's make dust, or at least broken china.
Going to spend your turn attacking the statues around. Is that correct?
Absolutely. If I can be a windmill, I will windmill with a great axe.
Crushing the statues around you, you hear something else.
What do I hear?
Oh! Uh-oh!
I believe you woke the bitch.
Start smashing the statues randomly, you hear a loud roar. The earth beneath your feet begins to tremble violently. And Cynthia speaks with a loud booming voice that's completely different from the one that you're used to coming from her, and she just screams out, "Enough! The statues, or I'll kill you all!"
Why would she challenge us to a fight that we couldn't win, and then when we try to win, get mad? I don't say
Because
that in
she's
character.
a demon. Why would she fight fairly?
Yeah, but that's not even remote. That's not remotely fair. I don't say that in character. But like,
Why would it be
wow.
fair? Like, you did not start to suspect anything, you know, when she was like, no, you can come out at us with, like, you know, all of you, it's fine.
I just thought she was really impressive because she's like legendary, but like that's not even remotely fair. Like again, this is why I said we're probably all gonna need to come after her because she's gonna kick our ass.
As Theron destroyed some more statues, you see that she stops with her playful gestures, and after screaming that, she puts her sword away. And she seems pretty angry.
What did you expect in a fight? Like, this is totally normal to you. It's just like the building gets destroyed.
Dare you destroy those statues? So you can destroy my property.
To be fair, I thought the first one was by accident. I was over there when it happened. But what's the matter? It's a few statues.
Those may be just statues to you, but they're not just statues to me.
Her immortality is linked to the statues, not in character. So if we were to destroy all...
begin to blur and slowly disperse and shapeshift.
Oh, what the fuck?
By the way, I can imagine...
Alyssia snorts a laugh, like...
No, I can imagine, yeah, several, like, Alyssia and Iris go, I fucking knew it! Knew it had to be something weird.
If you destroy another one, I'll kill you all.
No, I understand. I will no longer harm the statues. My apologies for breaking the one.
You're the one that really went down there for a sec. She's clearly glaring at you to see what you're gonna do next.
Me? Oh.
You know, he went ham on those
AFK.
statues a second ago. She's clearly staring at him to see what he's going to do.
I think Paul is AFK.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, basically,
Okay.
I said that time, said, like, asks Theron to basically stay
Situation
down.
seems to be diffused and the jig is up. You see her slowly starting to head inside the mansion.
Hey, wait, aren't we going to talk about this? This is
Out
rather
here?
strange. Fair enough.
Side.
By the way, I'm gonna, like, make sure everybody's okay.
Paul's back.
Just to, like, make sure, she didn't give any reaction to Alyssia speaking demonic.
Did Alyssia speak demonic?
In the chat.
In chat. Well, she can clearly understand you. You can tell that much.
Right
Yeah,
then.
fair enough.
So yeah, I motion for everybody to follow. I'm gonna use my talismans. Anybody who's actually hurt.
She goes towards the main hall where there's a huge portrait of Cynthia. It's pretty much taken up one of the walls. That must have taken countless hours of work. This is like the kind of portrait you'd see in a very high-class nobleman's house. The kind that probably costs like half the mansion by itself alone. Work.
I guess I'll walk up and just stand next to her without saying
She
anything.
just stands in front of it, clearly lost in thought for a sec as she watches at the painting.
I'm going to walk up to her and just stand next to her, also examining the painting without saying anything.
So, what was she like? Iris says as she moves up.
Copy her looks. I copied mostly her personality, so you know about her as much as I do. She was a kind and very caring person. Someone like me, when everybody else had abandoned me. So, her greatest feature. Many around the world recognized her for her strength in battle, but to me, her greatest strength was her compassion.
And because you couldn't go to any civilization, you guys stayed out here, I suspect.
Happy here for a while.
Was it age?
What happened to her?
She couldn't go on. She took the loss of Haridon very hard, and with her kingdom turning against her, she felt betrayed, lost. She was born and bred to be a soldier. What good is a soldier without a war? Less than 2 years after we came here, she fell ill. Anything I can think of. It's not like there was anything particularly wrong with her or anything. She had just given up. So one day she opened her eyes anymore, and she passed away in her sleep.
Despite, Iris is still clearly guarded with her, but even now she's like, I'm sorry for your loss.
One thing I don't understand. Considering where you are, why this charade?
I was scared. She was the only person to ever show kindness to me. I loved her with all my heart. I was scared of forgetting her. I was scared of forgetting how she looked, who she was, how she sounded. So I constructed these statues and paintings in her honor so that I can always remember her. Can you repeat that, Sibby?
To be perfectly honest, I would vastly prefer if we had left here with not just the Bannet, but you as well.
Snorts condescendingly at that. I have little faith in your kind. Cynthia is the only one I trust. When she found me, I was a prisoner on board a pirate ship in the Western Isles. She is the one that saved me from those.
Have anything to say?
I had nothing, no freedom, no name. I care little for your kind, and I do not wish to mingle with it.
Well, seeing as Cynthia existed, doesn't that suggest that not all humans are biased?
There's no one out there like her.
Naturally, everyone is unique. But why not leave the mansion and honor her memory instead of simply staying here?
Listen.
Buried beneath the mansion. I will stay here until my dying breath. I wish to be with her. This is not up for discussion. And to illustrate a point, you see her starting to rummage through one of the what's it called? Drawers of around. She seems to be taking out some sort of small white stone from it. I don't exactly remember what the particular banner looked like. She had many glories, so let me check what you're looking for. She's clearly doing it because she doesn't want to continue with the topic of her leaving the mansion. You see her focus on the white stone for a moment, and then it begins to glow with magic. It begins to play out a sort of memory. Actually, Vendrik, you'd realize that this is actually a very common item in the demon realm, and some of them made their way to the human realm. It's used to store memories or particular events and replay them back. It's, as you can imagine, extremely useful. You guys see is some kind of war tent. You hear the sound of battle outside. Inside you see a man, his back is towards you. By his regal robe and battle gear, you can clearly indicate that the man in front of you, even though you can't see his face, his royalty. He has his head buried in maps and battle plans. You see Cynthia, her earlier this morning, but in different battle gear with a banner on her shoulder, walks inside the tent. They seem to have a short exchange with the king looking extremely crestfallen. You manage to catch only snippets of their conversation. You see Cynthia confidently say, "The lives lost tomorrow will be the price of our future." Her, an easy sentiment for one who is not sending them to die. Smiles at him and says, "From one who is being sent to die." Looks towards his companion and she continues, "I know of no higher honor than serving you. Ready to die because we believe in you. You gave us purpose. Now lead us into battle, my king." Hand on his shoulder. The king reaches out and grabs his helmet and puts it on with all the weight and all the lives that are going to be lost on his back. He storms out with his loyal retainer to join the battlefield. The demon in front of you managed to see the banner. She disperses the memory. Right, I know where that is. It's in the basement. Follow me. The basement.
Can I pipe up and say, like, I respect that you don't want to leave the mansion, but I do hope that someday our kinds can live peacefully together.
That is impossible.
It's not impossible. There are people out there that are, like Cynthia, that are accepting.
I hate to ruin your dreams, Vira. However, while it might be possible for humans and demons to interact, that does not mean we will have a peaceful world. There will always be war. Even if humans and demons do not fight, humans will always fight humans, and I suppose demons will always fight demons as well. As long as there are reasons to fight wars, people will fight wars. That is how the world works.
Yes, but even if that's the hard reality, can't we try for something better?
Of course we can, but we also need to maintain our source in case the other bastard doesn't try for something better as well.
That's right.
Suddenly you feel like the mood inside the mansion and the magic is starting to shift in a very awkward manner. You see that the demon in front of you, whose name you still don't know, is starting to look around quizzically, like something is wrong. Hearing noise outside and explosions. She immediately starts rushing towards the nearest window to see what's happening outside.
Well, that can't be good.
The window, you guys are close behind, I assume, to check what's going on. Yep. You see that outside there's a small army starting to form. The pigmen leading the dogs, and they don't seem to be alone because a large figure is standing outside with them and is starting to get closer to the mansion as the dogs and the pigmen are ravaging up the statues and destroying the outskirts of the mansion. Did they... You! She suddenly turns towards you guys with clear anger and frustration towards you. It's your fault. It has to be. There's no way they could have breached my barrier if it wasn't for you.
We've been here the entire time. How could it be us?
Angry roar without listening. It jumps out the window and starts charging outside to fight the people that are about to attack her mansion. Doesn't mean human. It can mean demon.
True. But yeah, it's like...
Got to be racist, mate.
Iris is like looking like towards where she was going down the basement. It's like, yeah, we could just grab the banner and leave.
Vira's already walking outside.
Wait, how far from the window are the
70 or 80 feet. The barrier around the mansion was pretty huge, and she felt it the moment they pierced through it. And apparently she's blaming you for that.
Ah, damn it. I go out the same window.
Outside you can already start to hear the sound of battle.
Hey! What? Twice?
You got the next.